Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. DOOL spoilers. Holly, Eric, and Nicole reminisce, remembering Eric's miracle rescue from Kristen. Days of Our Lives. DOOL spoilers and updates tease Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzmis will reminisce with Eric Brady, Greg Vaughn, and her mom, Nicole DiMera, Ariane Zucker. They'll reminisce about when Holly was a tot and Eric stopped at nothing to rescue her and Nicole from Kristen DiMera, Stacey Haydock. Days of Our Lives spoilers, presumed dead. Nicole had been in the collapse of an experimental clinic Dr. Wilhelm Rolf, Richard Wharton, ran in Nashville, Tennessee. There had been an explosion, and they had gone with Sami Brady, Allison Sweeney, trying to save E.J. DiMera, Dan Furriegel, and Nicole was trapped. Rolf was experimenting with bringing people to life, and several others were in the warehouse-type building, including Ava Vitali, Tamara Braun, and Tony DiMera, Thao Penglis. For several months, Holly stayed with her grandmother Maggie Kyriakis, Suzanne Rogers, and Eric and Chloe Lane, Nadia Abdorlin, as well as Sarah Horton. Lindsay Godfrey cared for her. Then, after Kristen reappeared in Salem, the unthinkable happened. Holly was kidnapped, and much like Susan Banks, Stacey Haydock went over a cliff where the kidnapper's car exploded. DOOL spoilers. Several months went by, and there were clues that emerged that Holly and Nicole were alive, and Eric went looking. Kristen, Nicole, Holly, Tony, and Vivian Alamain, Louise Sorrell, were staying in a large apartment suite in Chicago. Various things had taken place that gave Eric hope Nicole was alive, and he finally found her, along with Holly, and brought them back to Salem. Even though Eric and Nicole eventually wound up splitting up and getting divorced, Eric was always dad to Holly, and he still thinks of her as a daughter as well. No matter what has happened with Holly and her mom and her various boyfriends, Eric has been a constant in Holly's life, except when he was overseas in Africa. Days of Our Lives spoilers. Too many daddies. Holly confides in Eric when Nicole leaves the room and tells him she wishes he'd stayed her daddy the whole time. Nicole had so many boyfriends she'd lived with, and while they were good daddies to Holly, Holly knew they wanted kids of their own. Eric really doesn't know what to say, except that all of the men Nicole was involved with did their best to be daddies to Holly as she grew up. He also makes sure she knows that he's always thought of her as his daughter, even when he's been away or involved with other women. He worries because he can tell something's very wrong and Holly won't open up. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with DOOL right now. Come back here often for Days of Our Lives spoilers, news, and updates. Thanks for watching.